5 laps is a long way around for the little cadets. As we get the start, 3 wide off the start. They know they've got to try and get Madison Wise early because he really has been pretty dominant this weekend. We saw some good battles in heat number 4. The young local has headed the cadet field all weekend. Set the quickest times in both time trials on both days, reverse and normal direction. He continues in that vein at the moment, leading the final early, chased by Josh Drysdale. So it's Hawke's Bay leading Manawa 2. Back there in third is Hawke's Bay's Mitchell Turner. There's a challenge there from Joel Herbert. Nice clean pass down the inside. Mount Wellington's Joel Herbert moves through to third. Turner back to fourth. Working their way through the infield section at the Hawke's Bay Kart Club. Turn number 7, short run to turn 8, flat through turn 8. That sets up the run onto the big straight. Caitlin Wanacott gets passed down the inside by the 9 of Jordan McDonald. All 6 of these young drivers have featured throughout the weekend in a very, very competitive cadet class. Madison Wise still chased here by Josh Drysdale. Drysdale staying with him. We saw Wise check out in the 4th heat. Very popular young racer here at the Hawke's Bay Kart Club. There's not a lot to him. He's only a little fella. As Joel Herbert pulls out of the draft, looks down the inside of Drysdale. Nice pass to second. Drysdale tries to come back at him off the outside through to turn 2. Joel Herbert now takes over the second position. Drysdale third. Turner back there in fourth into 99. And now Madison Wise seizes the chance. That second group just tying each other up a little bit, and Wise is starting to clear out in front. Madison Wise leads from Joel Herbert, the new locally made SPH chassis. Selection of Kiwi karts, Arrows and Amigas as Drysdale goes back down the inside of Herbert. With all of this passing between the top 2 or 3, it's letting Madison Wise get away out in front. Great battle for second. Josh Drysdale, Joel Herbert, Mitchell Turner. Then we go back to the 9 of Jordan McDonald. As Herbert goes back to work on the back bumper of Drysdale, he's going to pull down the inside. Drysdale tried to run narrow down the main straight, but Herbert with good top end, a good run out of turn 8 to set the run up the straight. Let's see if he can close that gap down to the leader, and you could already see Wise going through the shot. Madison Wise, Joel Herbert here in second, Josh Drysdale, current 2NZ with the yellow number 2 number plate. Mitchell Turner still back there in fourth. McDonald on a bit of a charge now, moves through to 5th. And there's the gap up to the leader. Caitlin Wanacott is the next one through in 6th in the 65. We've got a 4-way battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Drysdale has a look down the inside at Clubhouse Turn. Not the easiest place to pass because it does narrow up off the exit. If you don't get a good run through there, it sets up a bad run through the infield through to turns 4 and 5. As we move through the race, look at the lead Madison Wise now has. Nearly the length of the straight advantage. That's lap traffic, 84 Travis Day. There's second. There's the gap back to Joel Herbert now in second, who's cleared away from the rest of the group. There's the battle now for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Josh Drysdale 3rd, Mitchell Turner 4th, Jordan McDonald 5th. So from midway through the race, Herbert was able to get away from this group. He's been unable to close the gap down to race leader Madison Wise. Turner looking down the inside. Well, it was on the last lap. They made contact. Turner was very, very lucky there not to go. Skating off through the dirt, it certainly cost him momentum. And it was on the last lap. The white flag was at the start-finish line. And here's Madison Wise out of turn 7. Last corner to come, and this will be a very, very popular hometown victory for the youngster out of the Hawke's Bay. So Madison Wise taking out the win. Unfortunately for Joel Herbert, he was excluded for a technical irregularity, bringing Josh Drysdale up into second, Jordan McDonald third, followed by Mitchell Turner, Chris Sinclair and Caitlin Wanacott. Maddie, outstanding effort, mate. How did you win by so much?
My dad done my tuning right.
Your dad did your tuning right. Is that the secret to it? But hang on, Dad wasn't driving, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a good job. Now you're going to ask Greg Murphy for a drive next year?
Yep.